Hey folks, it's your boy, your COVID-riddled boy. Nice to see you, Trom, Kolnick, Bandicoot, everyone else in chat. I didn't think that this would hit me so mildly. Like, two days of resting, and like I'm still testing positive, but I don't feel horrible. I lost my senses of taste and smell though, which kind of sucks. I was gonna get Chinese food today and be like, but now at this point it's like, why bother if I'm not gonna taste it? I may as well just have like plain white rice and chicken noodle soup. Chatsgate, hell yeah. And yeah, new channel theme song since Sin came out from Guilty Gear. Which, at some point, we're gonna have to play Guilty Gear so we can play as Sin. Just studying for stuff? As Bandicoot said, Kolnick, best of luck on your studies. It's from Ferris. Should I reply? Okay. I ended early last time because we didn't have anyone vote on this, and because it's chat playing Steins Gate. Everything tastes like plastic? Oof. So surreal not hearing that. Right? The town inside me was on the channel for the longest time. Like, even longer than Like a Weed Naturally as a matter of course. But yeah, you're more perceptive than I thought, yeah. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, Nya. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for. I can say no more, Nya. So if you want me to go with Perceptive, press 1 in chat. Red Southern Cross, press 2. Hatch, 3. And if you want us to hang up, 4. Best of luck for your resumes, Bandicoot. I would say that, like, everyone deserves luck right now. Everyone in chat, and also me, we all deserve luck. Actually, now that JoJo Part 6 finished up, Stone Ocean, I'm gonna need luck, because I want to audition for the next season of JoJo, because it's my favorite. Steel Ball Run is my favorite part of JoJo. A lot of what Arena was Steel Ball Run. So I feel like I need to at least audition for it. Destroys you even with the shot? Yeah. I just missed it, because I was supposed to get my... Okay, so I was supposed to get my 4th vaccination a week ago. But they had the stupid thing where you can't just walk in and do it, right? And, you know, I say a week ago, it was just before the play started. I was supposed to get my 4th vaccination before the play started. They denied me a walk-in. So, because of that, I had to schedule it, but I wasn't sure when I would have been good for it. So I was just gonna take it after the run of my play. You have no idea what's happening plot-wise, but here? Okay, so what's happening plot-wise? Quick recap. We are Okabe Rintaro, a Chunibyo mad scientist. We have friends who are members of our lab. One day, we went to a time travel conference and watched somebody die. But then we went out on the street, read a text message, and then suddenly the person wasn't dead anymore, and everyone was gone. After that, we got introduced to our lab members. We have a microwave that turns bananas into jelly because it has its cell phone attached to it, and if you text the microwave, it'll cook. But if you put the text message in the wrong order, it'll freeze. But for some reason, it turns bananas into jelly if you do that. Then we decide to go to... Oh yeah, also, there's this guy named John Titer, who, like, in our reality, in the real world, in, like, 1998 or, like, 2000, around the turn of the millennium, they posted online saying that they were from, like, the future and that they time traveled. And suddenly, they're posting again in 2010, but the record of them ever posting before that is gone. They're looking for an IBM 5100 computer, which, on our way to the Maid Cafe, there was this woman named Moeka who was also looking for it, and we got her phone number. And when we got to the Maid Cafe, we met up with Ferris Nanya, our friend, who has a higher power level than us, I will say that much. So now she's sending us this Chunibyo shit, which we have to reply to, or we can hang up. Had like pneumonia 3 times, you're considered immune compromised because you're chronic illness. Dude, I used to get pneumonia every year when I was a kid. It sucks. I say every year, and I mean it. Like, during elementary school, I'm pretty sure every year from kindergarten to grade 6 I got pneumonia. So I feel bad, buddy. Past 1 year nursing courses, hell yeah! Congrats, Kolnick! Potassium is too powerful. Right, I think all of our votes are in because there are 3 people in chat, so we'll choose Red Southern Cross. I see. So the holders of Original Sin, those who, like me, were born of Prototype 13, have begun to assemble in Akiba, guided by the star that we alone can see. The time is right. Want me to draw Arena on a motorcycle with Gothy keeping up with Jabba? I feel like Sips should be one of the... Hell yeah! Actually, if you want to give Arena a motorcycle, where are you? Oops. Come on. You should do this one, because it's the one that Arena's based on. Give me 1 sec. Window capture. There we go. Arena is based on 2 things. JoJo and Kamen Rider Wizard. Those were the main influences for her. Which is weird, because I made her a magical girl, but like... I mean, you can probably see... Actually, if I go to... You'll probably see it more here. With Arena's vibe. I took a lot from both of them. There was actually, so this picture right here reminds me of, I don't think we actually used it, but Arena's capstone ability, like her level 20 ability, was going to be Mech Dragon Power Armor. Where she worked with Julian to get armor based on the Mech Dragon. And that was kind of gonna be the cap of her biz, like, that was going to be her ultimate form. And I don't know if that's ever gonna see the light of day, because we never got to level 20, I guess spoiler alert, but like, Fool's Gold didn't end at level 20. But yeah. Potassium in 2 great or 2 little is very powerful. Both kill you. Yeah, if you're going to nursing, remember that if nurses want to kill their patients, they usually use potassium. Just use an overdose of potassium in the IV. Kills them dead. I don't know where I learned that, but I did. V-Noodles on the day before Thanksgiving. Most of the staff were masked, but you barely got out. Either ordering or parents getting stuff for you. Fair enough. Now you need to get a flu shot, your 4th vax, but yeah. You'll feel under the weather all of a sudden. Family will have more appointments and plans, but you're liking... Sorry. How do the thing when attempting to go out a little more without while avoiding being sick? Yeah. And it's all about being careful, you know? Wear your mask when you go out. The reason I got COVID was because I was in a play. I had to mingle with people. That would do it. I avoided COVID for like 2 years, so I'm kind of sad. Yeah, just mostly being careful. As careful as you can be. If you're gonna go see a movie, see it on like a Tuesday at noon if you can, because there's gonna be nobody in that theater. Level 20 arena for a one-shot would be sick. Absolutely. Potassium is powerful, yeah. I was doing fun things. That's true. I was just, sometimes you can be as careful as you want, but it'll still happen. The only way to avoid getting COVID completely is by staying in or, like, wearing a diver suit. So, calculated risks. If you need to go out, mask up. N95 if possible. The outfit with the mech dragon armor while on the motorcycle, but if she either needs a gun to fire those balls or a cloud stripe sword. I mean, she fought Anime McSenpai, right? Like the giant anime sword guy who kind of looked like Cliff Anderson from Guilty Gear. Always pretty empty unless it's a really popular movie. Absolutely. Not only that, but if you go, at least where I live, if you go see a movie on a Tuesday, it's half price. Just stealing the big sword, yeah. I really wish we had an air conditioner. That's not me. I mean, I would like an air conditioner here too, but also this is Okabe talking. I turn on the computer. Also, I'm in my really cute pajamas. I got my Dragon Knight t-shirt and a Dragon Knight pants. Gonna have a Dragon Knight Arutoji Naito. No one said she didn't take it. Well, remember when they were fighting Beauclair the first time, Irina lucked out because Gothy had to fight Beauclair. Sips made poison potato gas, and Irina found a room full of magical items that hasn't come up at all in the story. So I say a bag full of she found a room full of magical items. Gone to a lot of matinees even before COVID, or else you wait until the movie is almost ready to leave? Yeah. People are usually working on Tuesday, I guess at school during the day. Yeah. I am comfy. Is there a watch party tonight as well? No. I think we're skipping it tonight. So that I can rest. I was gonna do it tomorrow. So we'll see what happens then, because my show was supposed to go Wednesday through Sunday, but we canceled the shows for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I can do a watch party tomorrow. Am I able to go to class online? Not really. Because of the nature of my classes, because they're acting, doing it through Zoom doesn't really work. Especially since, you know, my classes aren't voice acting oriented. I have to take my knowledge and then apply them to voice acting, which I'm going to try and do a voice acting demo reel pretty soon. I've got a good monologue that I'm going to be using. Maybe I'll post it on YouTube, but I'll give you a little taste, a little sampler. I am Zastrozzi, the master criminal of all Europe. This is not a boast, it is information. I am to be feared for countless reasons, the obvious ones of strength and skill with any weapon, and the less obvious ones, such as the quality of my mind. It is superb. It works in unique ways. And it is always working because I do not sleep. I do not sleep because if I do, I have nightmares, and when you have a mind such as mine, you have nightmares that could petrify the devil. Sometimes, because my mind is so powerful, I even have nightmares when I am awake. And because my mind is so powerful, I am able to split my consciousness in two and observe myself having my nightmare. This is not a trick. It is information. I'm having one now. I have this one often. In it, I am what I am, the force of darkness. The clear, sane voice of negative spirituality, making everyone answerable to the only constant truth that I understand. I enjoy your lurk, Bandicoot. Thank you so much. Mankind is weak. The world is ugly. The only way to save them from themselves is to destroy them both. In this nightmare, I am accomplishing this with great efficiency. I am destroying cities. I am destroying countries. I am upsetting social patterns and unsettling established cultures. I am causing people such unspeakable misery. Many of them are actually saving me the trouble by doing away with themselves. And even better, I am making them understand that this is, in fact, the way that things should be. I am at the height of my power. I am lucid, calm, organized, and energetic. Then it happens. A group of people come out of the darkness with sickly smiles on their faces. They walk up to me and say that they have found my weakness, a flaw in my power, and that I am over as a force to be reckoned with. Then one of them reaches out and tickles me affectionately under my chin. I am furious. I pick him up, crack his spine on my knee, and toss him to the ground. He is dead. And after he dies, he turns his head to me and says, "Misery loves chaos, and chaos loves company." And even though I know that the dead cannot speak, let alone make sense, I feel my brain turn to burning ash, and all of my control pour out of my body like mud. And I scream at him like a maniac. What does that mean? So that's one of the monologues that I'm going to be doing. There's another one from JoJo Part 7 about, like, the napkin principle, but I'm saving that specifically for my demo reel so that I have something to strive for. There's a risk of the voice being distorted and the teacher may give bad advice? No, not necessarily. Again, it just doesn't quite work. Because I have to be an active participant, I have to, like, go up and, like, act. I have to be physical, and you can't really do that from Zoom. I also have a scene partner, and that wouldn't be very fair to them. Anyways, this is our PC for communal use among lab members. It still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. I wonder if the new timer is still posted. Let's check 4chan. Your story was very interesting. If possible, please share more information on time travel. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. I'm happy to explain. Just so you know, it's impossible to reproduce with current technology. Certain critical components won't exist until CERN invents them in 2034. Time travel works by altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it as as using the twin paradox. But that alone isn't enough to reverse time. Ah yes, the fake hedgehog. So your power is gravity control? Not bad, but still not enough for top tier power levels. Like, you hear the difference between now and the last time Right? Last time I did the monologue, I was acting. I was trying to be the bad guy. Ha 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 ha. This time around, I was just I felt like I was the bad guy, you know? I wasn't. Stop pretending to be the bad guy and be the bad guy. Was the advice I was given. Twin paradox. Is that the Urashima effect? That's just slowing time down, not reversing it. Oh, you're welcome, Trom. By the way, you get another voiceover request this month, so when you think about it, just send me a message, and I'll do it. Embody, not emulate? Exactly. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, though. I'm glad that it worked. Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices. Alright. Uses triple... Oh, this is me, Hoing Kyoma. Uses triple cylinders and care black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago. And your time machine is a 1970s Chevy. I know all of it. Wait. I know what a Chevy is. Is that supposed to be like a Back to the Future reference? A 1980s DeLorean? In this world, it's a 1970s Chevy? Oh god, shut the fuck up, you disgusting chuny skimp. Who was 229 again? Was it? Yeah, it was John Titor. Alright, so we're 234. So, if the chat references 234, then that means that they're talking to us. Don't have anything new to be voiced over? No, that's fair. Just keep in mind that you have the whole month to think about it, and unfortunately it expires at the end of the month, so if you want to skip it, by all means. A Chevy is an American car, right? I'd rather go German with a BMW. Who cares about the details? Lawless Restrictive Paradox. Ooh, what kind of critical components? Ooh. Began the Chuny Wars, yeah. Urashima, like the guy who screwed the turtle. Care Black Hole says, even if you defeat me, a second and third black hole will be born. Tell me more about altering gravity. Screwed the kid, not the turtle. Yeah, the twin brother, remember? The younger twin stayed on Earth while the older one rode a rocket that traveled at the speed of light into space. In a few years, the older brother returns to Earth and the two brothers meet again. Here, the younger brother aging a lot faster than the older brother is the Urashima effect. Interesting, so the younger brother can become older. Let's see. Titor's definitely from India. I wonder why. Time dilation, all that stuff, exactly. Actually, if you want a really good anime that has time dilation, check out Gunbuster. It's like Gainax in the 80s before Evangelion and before Gurren Lagann, but it's still got the same like vibe as that. But at the very end, they have to. No, I won't spoil it. But time dilation is a factor at the end of Gunbuster. That being said, it's got a naked bath scene. So if you're under the age, keep that in mind. And also, if like me, you didn't have a door when you watched it, keep that in mind. All right. By triple cylinders, are you referring to the Tipler machine? Oh, what? A Tipler cylinder would have to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, and revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine. Lol. How do you fit that onto a Chevy? Even if you could, a Tipler machine can't travel farther back in time than the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. @channel is not your blog. I want to hear from Titor. So basically, Kuri Gohan is talking shit about us because we're number 234. This is a surprise. Does this mean does this mean people of this age already know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If so, then that must have been on another world line. I, at least, have not gone to the year 2000. In any case, the important point is that a rotating black hole has the same effect as a Tipler cylinder. You can learn more about Kerr black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or Tipler's calculations. My time machine works by generating a pair of Kerr black holes. In Japanese, please. The same as in English, please. Just explain it like I'm 5. Someone underage wouldn't be in nursing school? That's, I mean, you know, they're prodigies. The twin paradox occurs when the two meet again. Instead of looking at it from a third person's perspective, it'll make more sense if you think about it from the brothers' perspectives. From the younger brother's perspective, the older brother exited Earth at close to the speed of light and then returns, so naturally time moves slower for the older brother. So what about from the older brother's perspective? That's the question. Explain using boobies. Oh, erotic one. Pay 1,000 yen to ride your time machine. Sources Ho-san's delusions. He didn't deny it? Lol. All aboard Hoen's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. Kerr black hole time travel is theoretically possible, but 1. How do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you wait until you find one spinning naturally, that's ridiculous. 2. How do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand the pressure. In astrophysics, a point of infinite gravity, singularities are predicted to exist at the center of black holes. However, since it's impossible to observe the interior of a singularity, the existence of such cannot be proven. In a black hole, the singularity is formed by the gravitational collapse of a dying star. For example, imagine a star millions of kilometers in diameter. Now imagine that entire star's mass compressed into a space smaller than the period at the end of the sentence. That's a singularity. They probably use the time stuff to explain other endings, world lines, and time stuff. Oh, strap in. There's gonna be a lot more of this where this came from. And yeah, in Japanese, please just means please post comprehensively. Why the short explanations, John? You stupid wanna die? What? That's aggressive. This really is Japanese 4chan. This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Tyler posted 10 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search the used bookstores if you don't believe me. Kyoma's just posing every time he says a sentence. His Chevy has gravity distortion unit. That's what he said 10 years ago. Yeah, Hoing Kyoma is us. This is what we posted. World line stuff is confusing. Spinning black hole. This is actually apt. Did Hoing Kyoma hop world lines? The answer is Makyusei Kurisu was dead and now she's not, so maybe. Offline meetup. 500 yen if you let me give my life a do-over. Yo. What's the title of this book? Ooh. Yeah, Kyoma sauce. Singularity. Kerr black hole is a spinning booby. I don't think the loner otaku needs on this board would ever show up at a meetup. No, that's fair. The Penrose diagram, or the Penrose system if you're nasty. This person's a vampire. So I watched this anime that was really cute. It's called Miss Vampire Who Lives Down the Street. And it's essentially like, this vampire lives in this house and she's been around. Like, she's got signed copies of, like, Edgar Allan Poe and, like, Ernest Hemingway books. And, like, she orders blood online, so she doesn't have to leave her house, and she's a total neat. And this one girl, like, winds up at her place, and the main character girl ends up being creepier than the vampire, and they just hang out. Because the main girl's into, like, ball joint dolls. So, highly recommend it. Miss Vampire Who Lives Down the Street, I believe it was called. Already bored. John Titor 2000, Spinning Booby. There are no... wow. Destroyed. Hoenn and Titor's conversation actually makes sense. Made me laugh. Oh yeah, Twin Paradox, 3 out of 3. From the older brother's perspective, the younger brother, still on Earth, moved away from him at lightning speed, and then he came back, right? In other words, wouldn't time slow down for the younger brother? Shouldn't the older brother be a lot older by the time they meet again? What does this mean exactly? That's the paradox. Alright. Even Titor is crushed under Kiyoma's chewy prowess, that's true. Our power level is a tier above everyone else. Okay. Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered CERN's design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First, the unit produces a microsingularity, then injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. I'm not a specialist, so I cannot explain the mechanics any further. Let me just say that Care black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with black hole creation. TLDR, shut the fuck up. Oh fuck. Titor's black hole's gonna swallow the Earth. He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to wipe out the entire human race, finds his parents before it's too late. You'll be surprised at who John Titor's parents are. It's not that you won't explain, it's that you can't, lol. How do you set the destination? The Earth is constantly moving. Or didn't you know that? By the way, I propose that Titor equals Hoenn theory. Oh, that's a good one. How convenient. He's not a specialist. If anything's unstable here, it's Titor. Things really got rolling once Hoenn showed up. Pretty sure we're watching a one-man show. They follow the Titor's Kiyoma. Let's see. Do a meetup. Nothing but fondness for Titor. Hell yeah. Can you not go back because the time machine is unstable? We should get out of here already. Oof. I'm tired of Hoenn John Thoreau. Let's get a new future man. Oh, hold up. No, specialist, yada yada yada. Society's trash equals us. I look it up. Moon Strikes. John Titor Mastermind. John Titor is full of crap theory. I mean, that guy said fuck earlier. You can say shit. What happened to the cat? Summer's a good time to get a job. I'm gonna keep that one in my back pocket. Someone's pissing me off online, I'll just say, hey, you know, summer's a good time to get a job. Be John giving himself info without paradox stuff? Ooh, that's interesting, actually. I like that. That would be a really cool premise of, like, you send yourself messages in order to get yourself to a point so that you don't cause a paradox, but you have to follow it. Not a specialist. Grand mission. Only one truth. If Hoenn is telling the truth, does that mean there are multiple John Titors? Or maybe they're twins like the Urashimas? Interesting. Let's see. Sunlight's too strong, global warning, but to fuck the world up. 2010. You have no idea what's gonna happen 12 years from now, buddy. It's supposed to be a perfect schedule. Want to see the time machine. Oh, hey, there's John Titor. I set the destination with the VGL system. That's variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity at the destination and locking the Tipler sine wave onto that location. By locking onto the Earth's gravity, it ensures that I don't end up floating in space. It uses 4 cesium clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible. Interesting. Never heard of any Titer from 10 years ago. So, actually, by reading these 4chan this 4chan thread, we're learning a lot about the world. So, number 1, John Titer 2000 isn't known in this universe. Number 2, we've got somebody who's given us shit, that Kuri Gohan. I don't know if they ship Krillin and Gohan, but, you know, that's them. And number 3, we're learning a lot about how this time machine works. The same information was in the Titer book. All you've done is post 10-year-old copy pasta. Anyone can do that? How do I know you're the real Titer? John Don's so moe, my waifu. Oh yeah, John Titer waifu. Even Hoen's turned his back on Titer, which is sad. He's turning his back on himself. You enjoy time stuff, so it's kind of... Oh man, you're gonna get a lot of cool shit from this then. You're gonna enjoy Steins Gate, Kolnick. Cleanse this impurity! How much did your time machine cost, dude? That is just clumsy. Hey, future rich boy, want to give me one of those 10 million yen cesium clocks? Let's never talk about the time machine again. Time passes. Whoa, I shouldn't waste all day on that channel. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave name subject to change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. X68000. 16-bit PC sold in Japan in the late 1980s. Its peculiar twin tower case was dubbed Manhattan-shaped. PC after the campaign, yeah. I mean, now that we're dealing with multiverse shit in Stream Sakai, I could introduce some of the concepts from Steins Gate. Maybe throw everyone into a sci-fi campaign. I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone. Cyberpunk? I mean, we could... I was thinking, actually, of doing Stream Sakai in different systems. But I figured, like, if we did Blades in the Dark, or, like, EZD6, or Cyberpunk, or, like, Call of Cthulhu, we would have to learn a new system every time I do it, so... it would be rough. Heterochromia iridis, a condition where the eyes are different colors, a trait often found in anime and manga characters. Usually isn't a reason for the character to be odd-eyed, it's just mostly for the moe or the coolness factor.
PC はふざけんな。こんなわけのわからんものにつなげて、もし動作が遅くなったらどうすんだよ。
What was the top graphics cards? Like, what was a 2010 top gaming PC? Okay, top 10 gaming PCs in 2010. Let's go with number 1 right off the bat. Alienware Area 51 ALX. Motherboard, Intel X58 ATX motherboard. Processor, i7 975, 3.33 gigahertz. Extreme Edition quad-core processor. Oh no, 6 gigabytes of RAM. A whole 6 gigabytes of RAM. Video card, dual 1 gigabyte GDDR5 ATI Radeon HD 5870. Dang. We've come a long way. Alright. What could you run on a Radeon 5870? It came out September 23rd, 2009. Alright. Graphics. Card. Comparison. Let's compare it to the graphics card that I'm using right now. The, the 1660 Ti. Okay. One sec. ATI Radeon HD 5870. $5870 versus the 1660 Ti. You can get the top graphics card of 2010 for $67 on Amazon right now. Dang. How the mighty have fallen. Ah, that's interesting. That was a new one. I'm kind of impressed. There's variety now with the bots. Be gone, bot! Intel i7, 6 gigs of RAM. Oh, dang. Pretty high-end for a Mac laptop, absolutely. A new computer may not be possible. Selfish bastard.
そういえば、ゲル化については調べてきたん？
ああ、今朝大学に行ってきた。
Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here?
顕微鏡で調べてみたんだが、分子レベルでズタズタだった。
ズタズタ？
総転移とかそういうレベルではなかった。バナナではない何かになっていた。
Phase transition. It's what occurs when a substance changes from one state of matter to another. Examples include liquid to solid, freezing, liquid to gas, evaporation, ferromagnetic to paramagnetic, and the vacuum phase transition.
腐食した可能性はないか。
You're halfway through the first
2
sentence
分
before
間
you
チンした
insert
ぐ
it.
らい
Fair.
腐るはずないもんな。
Rather spend like 500? Well, that's the thing. If you want anything to like play video games on, you're gonna have to drop a bunch. Even like rendering for animation, you're gonna have to get something pretty proficient. But like if you just want something to use for like Facebook, I mean I say Facebook like I'm 83. If you want to use like social media, like watch streams, stuff like that, you could probably get away with something that's pretty cheap. My computer right now, I dropped $2,000 on it, and it was, I would say, like, high mid-tier. Well, ferromagnetic to paramagnetic is a phase transition. So, paramagnetism is some materials are weakly attracted by the magnetic field. And I believe ferromagnetic means that it's only attracted to iron, right? Give me one sec. Ferromagnetic to paramagnetic. Oh god, I'm getting science stuff. Now there's the Curie temperature. Materials are only ferromagnetic below their corresponding Curie temperatures. Ferromagnetic materials are magnetic in the absence of an applied magnetic field. Therefore, I would assume that a material is paramagnetic only above its Curie temperature. Paramagnetic materials are non-magnetic when a magnetic field is absent, and magnetic when a magnetic field is applied. So I would assume that paramagnetic needs the magnetic field in order to be magnetic, but ferromagnetic means that it's magnetic even in the absence of an applied magnetic field. Science.
フラクタル構造を思い出したよ。
Fractal structure. In geometry, a structure that demonstrates self-similarity. The smallest portion of a fractal structure will appear similar to the whole. Common examples of fractal structures are snowflakes and coastlines. I didn't know coastlines were fractal. Neat. Yeah,
メン
science!
ガーのスポンジだっけ？
Alright, Menger sponge. An example of fractal structure. Take a cube and do the following. 1. For each side of the cube, cut out a square hole in the center with 1/9 the area of the face. Each side now has 8 squares. Number 2. For each of these 8 squares, cut a new hole with 1/9 the area of the square. 3. Repeat an infinite number of times. The result is a sponge-like structure whose surface area approaches infinity, and its volume approaches 0. A sort of like layman's example of a Menger sponge. If you ever played Pokemon, I mean, I'm sure most people played Pokemon, but the little cube on ends from Pokemon Black and White is a Menger sponge. That thing is Void Cube. So yeah, essentially take that. Now for each remaining cube, put a square just like that in the middle, and repeat an infinite number of times. They also use Menger sponges in JoJo Part 7 to explain why things get annihilated when they're from alternate universes and they interact with each other.
ああ、バナナにフラクタル図形の穴をナノレベルで無限に開けていったような感じ。
Anna's definitely one of the best characters in Pokemon Black and White had the best story out of any Pokemon game so far. Because N was like a guy, you know? Like, N had a goal. I mean, the story in Pokemon Black and White was just really well fleshed out. I can't wait until we get remakes, if they're good. If they're not good, I will just keep playing the DS one. Need to find your cartridges? I sucked during that period. When Pokemon Platinum through... Yeah, Pokemon Platinum through Black and White 2 came out, I was I was in the phase of my life where I sold a video game every time I finished it. So I beat Pokemon Platinum, I sold Pokemon Platinum. I beat Pokemon White, I sold Pokemon White. I beat Pokemon White 2, I sold Pokemon White 2. I beat Pokemon Soul Silver, I sold Pokemon Soul Silver. Then I regretted it later, and I've got most of them back. I got Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon White, and Pokemon Soul Silver. I just need Pokemon White 2, and that's like a $160 commitment. Which I'm not willing to make. Maybe when video game rating crashes, when people realize that it's a scam, it'll drop in price, but like, God, it sucks.
なんかやばくね？何が起きてるんだろう？
俺には一つ仮説がある。
I never understood like video game and card rating. I mean, I guess I can understand card rating slightly because it's like, this is a good-looking card, but it's literally just it gains value because someone said that was a good card, and then put it in the thing. It's actually, like, my monologue from JoJo Part 7, the Taking the First Napkin monologue, applies there. Because the only reason that grading has value is because people gave weight to the person grading it. You know, a PSA 10 card only means that the guy at PSA thought that it was nice. You know, you can choose to trust their opinion, or you could disagree with it. But the only way that it gives value is if people care enough to give it value. Did find your Pokemon Heart Gold? Nice! I liked Lugia, so I picked Silver. Daru gulps, waiting for me to continue.
電子レンジの電磁波の影響という仮説だ。
It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves. Oh?
え？それってどういう？
Always vibed with Ho-Oh? I thought I would too, because Ho-Oh was like in Pokemon Episode 1. Like, I watched the shit out of that premiere episode when I was growing up. Because, like, new show, Pokemon was like brand new at the time. Ho-Oh was in the sky. No one knew what it was. Didn't even have a name yet, and it never showed up afterward. But then they showed it alongside Lugia, and I was like, ah, Lugia, 100%.
俺の推測が正しければ、電話レンジ過去化にはとんでもない殺傷兵器になりうる。軍事に転用すれば、戦争の歴史が塗り替わるだろう。俺だ。計画は第2段階を迎えた。いずれ奴らは思い知ることになるだろう。グランド全てはシュタインズゲートの意志であり、人類はそれに抗うことはできん。エル・プサイ・コングルー。
El Psy Kongru.
妖精さんと話してんじゃねえっつうの。接続終わったぜい。
But Rainbow Bird is just top? No, that's fair. Absolutely. That's the beauty of it. It's subjective, right? Get like 5 people... I would say even like get 10 people in the same room together. None of their favorite Pokemon will be the same. So long as they know Pokemon. If they don't know Pokemon, they're probably going to say Pikachu.
バナナは用意してある。
Just before I left Mayqueen plus Nyan Squared, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. With her money.
丸々使うとまたマユシがしょんぼりしちゃうんじゃね？それマユシのお金で買ってきたんだろ？
奴から提供された研究費だ。
That's bullshit and you know it, Okabe.
そもそも丸々全部使う必要なんてないし、一本でいいよ一本で。
実験に金をケチるようでは、世界の支配構造を作り変えることなどできんぞ。
I'm taking that. For Alligator is the one you've always liked as well. Got a soft spot for... Oh, Totodile is a friend. Absolutely. My favorite starter along the evolution line is Wartortle. Like, I chose Squirtle, evolved into Wartortle, thought it was way cooler than Blastoise, so I kept it there. And that's sort of my tradition. Whenever I get a Squirtle in a Pokemon game, the first one that I get always stays a Wartortle. I get it to a level 100 Wartortle, because it's my friend. I also like the fat dragons. He's the one you chose for Heart Gold as well? Yeah, I usually choose Totodile or Cyndaquil. Respect to Chikorita, but like... I don't know. I like Meganium, not as much as Typhlosion or Feraligatr. I believe, in terms of starters, it goes for me Squirtle, Totodile, Trico, then Piplup. It's a toss-up between Snivy and Oshawott for Gen 5. Fennekin for Gen 6. Rowlet for Gen 7. Scorbunny for Gen 8. And Quaxley for Gen 9. Oh, hey, Peps! Chrome broke on you? Oof. It's alright, we were just reading the in-game 4chan thread, so that was basically most of it. Usually chose Cyndaquil? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Cyndaquil was the fire starter, and most people usually choose fire because it's cool. I think my opinion was swayed because Totodile in the anime was such a fun dude.
作り変えたいと思ってんのはオカリンだけだって。ほら、早く携帯からタイマー入力よろ。
Complete. Want to know if you're good to show that clip? We just chatted with Ferris. Shows Chinchar and Diamond 2. Sorry though. What gave you your time thing? Fair. I mean, like, Dialga was such a cool Pokemon. I got Pokemon Diamond when it came out, and my brother got Pearl. But, I don't know, more recently I have enjoyed Pink Mechagodzilla. Which chapter is it exactly? Here, I'll throw a save here. Time Travel Paranoia, which I think is still the second chapter. Yeah, we just met Ferris Nyan. So it's from Ferris. There's no way I can combat this. The holders of original sin, also known as the prophets, Nya. Among them is the girl known as the fallen angel who accepted chaos, Nya. I attached a picture of her face so I remember it well, Nya. Oh, and before I forget, looking at the picture without protection will cause Divine Eye to activate Original Sin Excitation, Mode 666, compulsory receptor release, which will annihilate you at the subatomic level, so be careful, Nya! I don't think we can see the picture.
でもさ、マジで電磁波のせいだったら僕らの細胞なんかもスカスカになっちゃってんのか?
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl was a good time. I like when they play with the different versions.
お前は電話レンジカッコ仮の中に入ってチン。
Where was the log? While still looking bored, Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand.
されたことがあるのか?
そもそも入れない罠。
But yeah, Peps, I don't think we're... Are we at the end of Chapter 1? I want to say yeah. but I could be wrong.
つうか電磁波の影響ってソースは？
あえて言うならマッドサイエンティストとしてかも。
So can't hold a candle to black and white and two, but enjoyed running around. Oh yeah, back in the day, my brother and I used to turn on local communication, and we used to play in the underground together. It was a really good time.
根拠なしとか。
We were supposed to be in bed and we were supposed to be sleeping, but because my mom also bought us the little headsets so we could talk to each other.
かつてエジソンはこう言った。1% のひらめきがなければ 99% の努力は無駄でしかない。だから発明家よ、ひらめけと。
天才は 1% のひらめきと 99% の努力じゃなかった？
残念だったな。近年ではそれは誤って広まったものだというのが常識になっているのだ。
The sources trust me, bro. Oh yeah, the secret bases were really fun.
エジソンが言ったん？ひらめけって。
Especially being able to visit your friend's secret bases.
そう、ひらめけ。
Ask about a specific event? Go for it. Not yet. That hasn't happened yet, Peps. Yeah, capture the flag was a great time. I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. Also, look at this spinning banana animation. It's a good animation. They take a good job making this banana spin. At least that's what the wiki said.
ゆえに天才マッドサイエンティストである俺は常にひらめ。
The phone wave name subject to change rings.
しかしチンをしたところでゲル状になるだけで新しい発見など何もないよな。
Reminds me of me. Daru opens the phone wave name subject to change's door and peeks inside.
お？お？
Bananas rotate.
何をしている？
いや、あれ消えた。
Nani the fuck?
消えたって何が？
バナナが。
What's he talking about? I like how these two have just been throwing bananas into the microwave and just turning them into jelly every single day. just for shits and giggles. And then now it's just appeared and like the real science is gonna begin. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Noi.
It was gone. There's nothing inside. Oh, welcome back, Bandicoot. The banana has vanished without a trace. I speak into the silence on the other side of the phone.
俺だ。厄介なことになった。俺たちはどうやらとんでもないものを目覚めさせてしまったらしい。
とんでもないものって何ぞ？
I ignore Daru's panic cry. Yeah, this little mystery theme is good. I might steal the Steins Gate soundtrack for Stream Sakai. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm.
今すぐに緊急要請666号クーリングオフを発動させろ。何？政府の承認？ バカか。そんなことを言ってる場合ではない。このままではこの国が吹っ飛ぶぞ。
Oh god!
自演をつ。
なんで消えたんだよ。
知らんがな。
Daru, where did the banana go, Daru?
どこに
Tell
行っ
me.
た？バナナバナナ。
Banana!
そうか、分かったぞ。これは電磁波兵器などではなくテレポートが可能な電子レンジだったのだ。
Ah, you're close.
なんだって？
There needs to be a chat. If I go away to get the piano, just everyone goes, banana! Banana! Casual compliment to the voice actor there from the other guy? Yeah.
ってそんな無茶な。
でなければ
banana's gonna be the new
この密室
Aruto.
からバナナが消えるはずがない。
You should be an actor.
ひとまず冷静になるべきじゃね？
そうだな。
These guys are just pretending to invent stuff. They accidentally did it. Banana command when? Well, first of all, we need to get a clip of Okabe just saying banana, banana. Because, like, maybe I could turn that into a sound. Like, maybe if somebody donates bits or follows, I could turn that into banana, banana. Oh, that might... Maybe we'll do that as the subscribe sound. I like it. If somebody can clip banana, banana at some point, I'll see if I can turn that into the subscribe. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That'll calm me down. And I can't believe my eyes.
No.
Look at that. Not exactly experimenting using the scientific method, instead throwing science at the wall until something absurdly cool sticks. Yeah. We found a banana! Impossible! Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave named subject to change. Or so we thought. But now there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas.
なんじゃこりゃ。どうなってんだ？
誰よ、このラボに今
These guys are actually
バナナはいくつある？
多分このバナナだけ。
このゲルバナがくっついているところはお前がさっきちぎった場所か？
わかんねえ。そこまで確認してないし。
Well, maybe you should do some science and figure it out.
このゲルバナ完全にくっついてるな。
That's right. The bunch is completely intact. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal. Not so much as a sign that the jellified banana was stuck onto the bunch after the fact.
なあ、誰？これってもしかして
The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were to explain it as I saw it. The banana that was inside the phone wave named subject to change returned instantly to the bunch. In other words...
テレポートだったりするんじゃないか？
Scientific theory? In my science? How dare! How many bananas are there in the lab? Well, just these, I think.
興味深い実験してますね。
誰だ
Oh, hey.
バカだなぜ貴様がここに
若干18歳にしてサイエンスに論文が掲載された天才。囚人監視の中
Why is she known as... Oh, right. She's known as the zombie because she came back from the
そ
dead.
してまたの名をザ・ゾンビ
It's this scene? Okay.
マキセ・クリス。
説明セリフオツ
I'm gonna keep this one too. How many bananas in the lab? Just one bunch.
誰がゾンビだ、誰が。
She really did undead? I mean, she's hanging out in front of us, and we clearly saw her stabbed. But then again, we're talking about time travel here. So maybe.
一体どういうことだ。何が目的でここへ。
あなたに会いに来たの。岡部倫太郎さん。あ、じゃなくて、おーい、京馬さんだ。
She read our thread on 4chan. Wait, how the hell does she know my real name?
そうか。やはり貴様。機関に所属するエージェント。
Zombies
しか
by
も
cranberries.
特
Never
殊
heard
能
that
力者
one.
だな。それならば不死であることもうなずける。
You know, Kolnick, that's absolutely up to you. The clip is going to be played on other people's channels when we raid sometimes, so I'll let you make the executive decision, Kolnick. I can edit the clip as needed. Is that the first time Okabe refers to Okabe as his real name? That's a good question, actually. But no, I don't think so. I think he referred to Okabe as his real name when he was talking to Moeka.
だから死んでないって勝手に殺さないでくださいよ。橋田さん、この人何とかしてもらえませんか？
この状況でマキセ氏が現れたからオカリンは混乱してると思われ
Daughter doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. But why?
誰？裏切ったのか？
Yeah, Daughter works for the organization now.
オカリン暴走しすぎ
マキセ・クリスに弱みを握られたか？それとも色香に惑わされたか？許さんぞこのビーチが
落ち着け。
Makise Kurisu being as cool as ever.
この場所のことは昨日講義が終わった後で橋田さんから聞いたの。あなたの名前もね。
Kurisu's simple explanation quells my fiery rage like a bucket of water.
俺と話をしに来たと言ったな。
Definitely doesn't scream bitch at her in the anime, at least not in the dub. That's fair. It's a good scene. Actually, the Japanese version has a really fun scene where it's like, I am that scientist. So cool, son of a bitch. And in the Japanese version, the guy is like, I can speak Japanese because Okabe is speaking English. But in the dub, Okabe starts speaking like a 90s movie thinks that Street is. And the dude's just like, I'm sorry, I don't speak jive.
そうです。私が死んだのを見たっていうのが事実なのか、単なるセクハラの言い訳なのか、それについての回答が欲しくて。
A true scientist at heart. Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Oh, thanks, Kolnick. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. What choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them, right? I wouldn't. No. So cool, yet awkward.
でも今のあなたの
Truly
振
an
る舞いで理
inspiration.
解した。どうやら単なるセクハラだったみたい。つまり私の予測が証明されたということ。
A true scientist to the very end.
勝手に結論を出さないでもらおうか。お前は俺を誤解している。
まあそのことは今はいいんです。そういえばまともに自己紹介してませんでしたね。マキセ・クリスです。改めまして。
I'm gonna stand slightly off screen so you can't see my eyes. What's she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? This is a handshake,
握手もで
okay?
きないの？日本の男の人って常識が足りないんじゃない？
Froze up in front of the class last month during a presentation? Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kolnick. That's the worst. Shake hands. This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops. Now she wants to hold hands? How lewd.
アメリカで7年暮らしてますが何か？
欧米か。
I looked down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails. No unnecessary nail polish.
ビビりすぎ。
Stop looking at her chest, stares at game developers.
身にまとう先が
I mean, he's
半端ない
scared of holding hands with her. She is powerful.
マーシャルアーツか。
俗に言わないわよ。
では、忍者。
I actually have an Nendoroid of Kurisu in a lab coat. It's really, really cute.
言わないっつってんだろ。
Damn, this woman is completely cold. The tone gets scary sometimes, too. And to top it all off, she bursts into the lab and starts inspecting our gel bandit without permission. I hate it when women inspect my gel bandit without permission. Don't let people do that to you. This is a public service announcement. I slowly sneak towards the phone wave named subject to change, trying not to draw her attention to myself. The last thing I want is Kurisu getting close to the phone wave named subject to change.
それ本当に興味深いですね。ピンセットあります？
ない。
Helped us with our mark because the project was about group dynamics and working through complications, and they bailed you out. Ah, that's great to hear, Kolnick. No unnecessary nail polish? I mean, I guess since they work in a lab, but she'd be wearing gloves anyway. That's fair.
そう。
何をする？希少な実験データを。
Consent is arguably the most important. Kurisu did not consent to touching my Gelbana. Kurisu licks the gel off her fingertip without any hesitation.
まっつ。味はなしか。
Try some of the silly AI generated pictures. There's one that shows you as an anime character. Yeah, I think it was in the Fool's Gold chat. I did a couple of them. One turned me into a cute girl, the other one turned me into a sexy anime man. So it's like... Makes me realize I play that slightly androgynous look pretty well. So... Maybe I'll keep at it. Maybe that'll be my go-to vibe. I'll make it my goal to look like Sailor Uranus. There we go. If I could look half as good as Sailor Uranus, I'd be happy. Or Rika from the new Pokemon game. She's got that look down. I don't think it's so much gender fluid as what masculinity means to me, and the answer is nothing about looks. There we go. Y'all ready to see Best Girl from the new Pokemon game? Look at Rika. She's the best. She wears glasses sometimes. Oh, there's some less than safe stuff now that I scroll a bit further. Not the rule. Yep. I think we avoided it. I didn't scroll down too far. Sailor Uranus is an icon. Absolutely. She's just a boss. Hell yeah.
食い意地が張っているとはまだまだお子様だな。蘇りし者よ。そんなに腹が減っているならば、バナナ一本ぐらい恵んでよ。
I mean, it's my bad looking up a popular video game character on stream on Google without safe search on. But you know, that's kind of the fun of the risk factor, you know?
いりません。
そもそもあのバナナ眉しのじゃん。
遠慮することはない。俺が恵んでやると言っているのだ。
変態のバナナなんて誰が食べるもんですか。
変態のバナナ。
Daru. Daru understands.
変態のバナナを食べる。ぐずぐず。指くわえる。まずと顔をしかめる。
We just activated Daru's special skill, finding the worst in everything. Looks like his cranial pervert processor is over. Looks like his cranial pervert processor is overclocking.
マキセシマキセシ、今のもう一度お願いできる？できれば悔しそうな顔でよろ。
I like how Daru is simultaneously the most rational, but the most otaku out of the both of us. He truly is a mystery wrapped in an enigma, this Daru man.
はい。
The most human character in this visual novel.
ほら、変態のバナナなんて誰が食べるもんかって。できればその後で、ああ、でも、もう付け加えてくれるとなおグッド。
Don't do it, Kurisu, please. There we go. This is the correct response.
だるよ。お前はどうしようもないクズだし、最低の変態だが、今回ばかりはよくやったと言っておこう。
Now to follow up for maximum combo.
それでマキセクリス、お前は今何を想像したのだ？
Oh, Kurisu, you just imagined something, didn't you? Something that maybe I'm not picking up on. Perhaps you should explain. By the way, a dirty mind is a dirty kind.
さあ言え、天才少女、天才がどんな妄想をしたのかご考説願おうではないか。
Science, the scientist is out-perving the nerd, yep. Looks like she's capable of expressing. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all.
あんたたち
Hey, Gideon.
二人とも変態だったのね。
You want to be in the voice chat for Steins Gate, Gideon? How's my plague? My plague is going. I lost my sense of taste and smell, so that's rough. Nah, for sure. I got a wind warning. I need to go to the grocery store after this. So hopefully my grocery bag won't blow away in the wind. Here, before I pop into the mod chat so Gideon can join, there's an outertoe for you. But I wish I could say an extra spicy chat. Give me one sec. There we go. Turn on. Oh, it's already on. Neat. I get it. You're both pervs.
いや
Yeah.
お前に言われたくはない。
オーケー。生意気な振る舞いについては謝ります。その原因があなた方のセクハラ行為にあったとしても、今は不問にする。詳しく教えて
She's
くださ
actually
い。
blushing, yes.
このバナナのことと、それとそっちの電子レンジのこと。
トップシークレットだ。あえて部外者のお前に一つだけ教えてやれるとするならば、こいつの名前は電話レンジカッコ仮だということぐらいだ。
名前なんてどうでもいい。
Not referring to this chat specifically, sometimes this chat gets a bit spicy. A little caliente, if you will. The scene's worded a lot better in the dub. Fair enough. A lot of making a good dub is making things sound more natural. Sometimes a direct translation isn't the best way to go. We're not as spicy as milk. Ooh. We're as spicy as a deviled egg. I do have some relatives who mayonnaise is as spicy as they can go, and it's kind of cute. Joa Bond moment. Joa Bond. Joma Bond? Joanne Bond? Unless it's Jackbox Night with Rand. Oh god. Actually, so what's nice is there's the shield mode that we have, where you can basically lock down chat if stuff like that happens in chat. I wish there was a shield mode for Jackbox, so that I could, like, if somebody gets, you know, horrible in Jackbox, I can just shut the whole thing down. Hey, Gideon.
Hello, wanna stream?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Though, As you may know, you won't get any of the sound.
Wait, you're on Switch?
Yes.
Oh. That's fine. Hello.
Give me 1 sec.
I stayed late to finish file. At work.
Just the one?
I literally did one file start to finish today.
There we go.
In one day. I was very proud of myself. I'm also gonna eat.
There might be mods like the ones for Jackbox. Oh, for Gardic? That might be good. Like in Jackbox 9, it would be nice to have a shutdown mode.
It is. It's called the off button on your PC.
Okay.
だが名前以外は教えることはできないぞ。
Oh god, where do I begin?
Someone's being molested. No, that's...
I mean... What do you know about Steins Gate, Gideon? What do you...
Very little.
What... Recap what you know so far.
Cute redhead, and then somebody dies? Question mark?
Cute redhead dies.
Oh, okay. And then like, there's like time travel or something.
Yep. And now
Makise?
cute redhead has not died.
Whoa! It's you.
Then Banana's gonna be bigger than those two gents combined.
What does that mean?
Nah, that's what Trump said.
It is on the same. Wait, Kolnick, you also don't know very much about this, or?
Daru and I discussed whether or not we should tell her anything more.
Or you just like
で
cute
もさオ
redhead?
カリンマキセ氏ならこのヘンテコ機能について
Yep.
解明してくれるかもよ
Cute redhead is smarter than both of these men combined.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pepper Shakers watched the Steins Gate anime more times than they can count, but like, the visual novel is a different experience.
A lot.
It's multiple endings.
Is the anime?
The visual novel.
That'd be like groundbreaking.
Okabe is pretty smart.
But like not very like socially, I don't know.
He's a chunibyo.
Don't know what that is. I don't watch anime.
By the way, how's that demon locked in your right arm doing, Gideon?
How did you know about the bandages I got this week?
You know.
And the eye patch.
Only on your left eye, though, right?
Right, to make it different, you know?
Your power level's so high, you have eye patches on both eyes.
No, my power level's so high, they're on my dominant eye.
High and low is? That sounds about right.
それは
Gideon is the real Sips. Gideon, have you read Science-y magazine yet?
CNC?
Cutting edge of brain science. Making the memory data is possible.
That's cool.
Analysis of nerve pulse signal stored in memory for temporal lobe. Hippocampus CA3. Top-down memory retrieval
Signal.
Okay, sorry. It got kind of blurred, so I thought that it was SKJ.
Whoever wrote these headlines is
Signal.
getting fired.
I just love the just the VR technology.
Just, like someone's about to like hit their deadline and they're like halfway out the office like shit, I gotta
They
find
just
one more thing.
they just Google science terms. Hippocampus. VR technology.
Good enough.
Like the first one is thought out. The second one was a Google search. The third one was what just at the top of their head.
They had a 5-hour day and they spent 4 of it like just staring at Makise. Trying to edit her photo.
What if Steins Gate is a prequel to Sword Art Online? Ooh, that's spicy.
Nice headcanon. Somebody made the helmet things by Googling them.
She would have to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. Then, I get a great idea.
ニヤニヤしちゃって。
Is he
ま
narrating
た
to
何か
himself?
変態チックなこと考えてる？
My god.
クリスティーナと言ったか、貴様。
誰がクリスティーナだ？一言も言っとらんわ。
Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. It definitely has more flavor than her real name.
このレンジの秘密を教えてほしければ、俺と
I
取
love
引してもらう。
gaslighting.
何よ？
Oh, congrats, Strom! Hope you enjoy your date.
ラボメンとなってもらう。
Congrats.
Best of luck.
ラーメン？
And have fun.
ラボメンだバカ者。ラボラトリーメンバ
研究所のメンバーに迎えてくれるっていうこと？でも私、8月中にアメリカに帰る予定なんですけど。
ー。他者に秘密を漏らさないという誓約書を書いてもらうさ。もしやぶ貴様がむっつりスケベな
Bitch, it's called Sciencey Magazine.
サイエン
I
ス誌
love
告発する。
blackmail also. Really hitting the list today.
Yep. Why does it smell like gas in here? Oh wait, it's the amount of gaslighting you're throwing my way.
鬼畜だなおかり。
Yes.
そのサイエンス発売されたら5冊買う。
二つ目の条件は、
What's the second condition?
この俺が貴様に対して行ったセクハラ一歩手前の行為について、
Really
全て不問にすることだ。
My first condition is that if you say anything, I'll report your perverted acts. My second condition is that you forget my perverted acts.
I need. Man, the rule of threes is hard.
Did you just accidentally make a double entendre?
I did.
おかりんちっちゃ
Watch a sauce.
人としての器がちっちゃいっす。そこにしびれる憧れる。
That's why we love you. That's why we... Full quote. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. A quote from popular manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Which part was that from? JoJo references, I can't... Sometimes if they're obscure like that one, I can't peg. That's why. It was a part...
Juju's.
Yeah, it was a part 5 reference, but they bastardized it. It's This Is Why I Love You from part 5. It was when... I think it was during the Oasis arc. Oh, no, never mind. No, I think it was from part 1.
What's happening?
God. The JoJo reference that they're mentioning. I can't peg where it is. But no, it was from when when at the very beginning in part 1 when they're talking to Dio. Just before Dio kisses Arena. Just how much they admire Dio.
My god. That man is hitting the juju on the beat.
But yeah.
On god.
Go for low level spice and someone else goes overboard. That's fair. Low level spice is fun because it leaves something to the imagination. But yeah, sorry. So the context for this is Dio's being a piece of shit, and the boys that are like his posse. I would not call them friends. His posse go like, oh, that's why we love you, Dio. That's why we admire you.
Really egging him on.
Yeah, and that's basically what's happening here too. Okabe is Dio, and Daru's being the posse.
こちらか
I
らの
like how
要
they
求
put
は
that
以上だ。
reference to be like, and then explain the reference.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole glossary.
Of nerd shit?
Yeah, so like, you can figure out what an alpaca is.
That's a trendy, nerdy thing.
The bit particle gun, it's a reference to the classic Japanese robot Mobile Jacket Gunbam. A Chevy is an American automobile brand. Here's another Juju reference. Could this be Ora Ora?
Really, a bunch of the Chevrolet has been co-opted by the nerds. It looks like.
Unwritten rule, if you see an image of someone or something looking towards the camera, you say, "Don't look at me."
What?
Yeah.
When was this?
This is 2010s.
2010s? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't pay attention enough.
You learn what a Fujoshi is.
Yeah, I know what a Fujoshi.
Ghost in the Ball.
No way.
It's a reference to Ghost in the Husk.
With no way, dude. With Mokoto Sagusagi.
Kotoko Musanagi. Kida. There's a character called Juju in Xenoblade 1. So they're what you think of when you say Juju's Bizarre Adventure? Oh man. Sometimes your brain translates and sometimes you burst out laughing. Hell yeah. They don't get your literary. Oof.
Did they hit the Juju on the beat? Got him.
Moad Snake. It's a reference to the stealth action game Metal Moa Solid Rising.
I get it.
Oh yeah, could you explain it?
Yeah, it's a reference to the stealth action game Metal Moa Solid Rising.
They explain what ORZ is.
I actually didn't know about that until like a couple years ago, that it was supposed to be like a picture. Anyway, isn't there a game that you're playing?
No, we're learning some nerd shit. Like someone this cute can't be a girl. It's an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone who looks like a cute girl but is either of unspecified gender or actually a boy. It can also be used sarcastically with boyish-looking girls. Also, we can learn about superstring theory. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings. I love how this weeb shit is simultaneously right beside actual scientific principles. The organization is the organization. Nothing more. Your true name is the name that describes one's true essence, your soul name. What's your soul name, Gideon?
Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Do not steal.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah. My favorite. Return to the past.
They describe what a 2D girl is.
Nice.
Japanese 4chan, also known as 2chan. But in this game
yeah?
it's at channel, so you just hit shift on the 2.
I remember that. What's up, RDF?
Hey, RDF. Ooh, are you related to Gerard Way?
No way.
Yes.
一人願おう
Way. Outer Naito.
I set you up.
さあどうする
Can't believe this is the bitch who invented time travel.
That's you,
あんたにとってでしょ
or are you just are you role playing as the guy, or
ノルアドレナリンが過剰分泌されてる気分よ
like in
開いた口が
Danganronpa?
塞がらないわ
Oh, you mean that other playthrough that we did in the parallel universe.
No, I mean like with Steins Gate, are you supposed to be Okabe or?
Yeah,
or no,
we're playing as Okabe.
貴様が顎関節症になろうとしたことではない。要求を飲むか飲まないか。さあ答えろクリスティーナ。
Stream context is the art that you were talking about. Stream context. Oh, Juju from Xenoblade. I getcha.
Dislocate her jaw.
私はクリス。
Because of all the shit that's happening, I would too.
Oh, Christina, I get it.
Yeah. Because her name is Kurisu.
取引する。
Chris.
Oh, she accepted the terms. She really must want to know
君はラボ
what
メン
the
ナンバ
phone
ー
wave name
004
subject
と
to change does.
The what?
歓迎しようク
The
リスティー
phone
ナ。
wave name subject to change.
いやザ・ゾンビよ。
Bruh, get your finger out of my
どっちも間違って
face.
るから。ちゃんと呼べ。法王院。
She is being very respectful to use his preferred name.
Darkness. Thoughts on the poses? I like the second one.
Yeah, second and third are my choices.
子供ですね。
何か
Maybe
言
the
った
third
か
one would be better.
天
Like,
才
obviously,
変
like
態少女。
when it's finished, it looks like it's just like progressively smaller and smaller human instead of like the perspective it's trying to capture.
That's
But
fair.
I'm no expert.
ああもう。以後変態禁止。
Also, the fact that you
私
can
もあんた
even
の
do
こと
like
変態
3D
扱いしないから。
anything is like already
What is
mind-blowing
that?
to me. So
Oh, well, that's actually to help with poses.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is for an illustration.
yeah, I mean like using the tools for it. You know?
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it's actually like learning a little bit of 3D for posing purposes can really explode your ability as an illustrator. Because essentially you're making your own reference.
Yeah, I can see
分
that.
かればいいのだ。では本題に入
Had
る。
to emergency run to the grocery store to get cat
Christina.
food. That's fair. I have to go to the grocery store soon too. I have COVID, but I don't have food to get me through COVID. By the way, we can watch the clip now? Give me 1 sec.
And they were roommates.
You haven't said no, Christina.
That isn't my name, you nutjob.
Alright, the zombie.
How would you like it, Hoey Carcinoma?
Kioma. Watch your tongue, banana mouth.
Banana
In
mouth.
the movies, this is when you two get busy.
Give it a rest, perv.
Time to figure out how to curbside pickup. I mean, as much as I like that, I don't like the idea of paying for that service when I can just walk there. I know it's kind of selfish, but like, I have an N95 mask, I can make it work. She called him Carcinoma. Is that what you guys are gonna bully me with? Calling me Carcinoma? Carcinogenic?
Carcinogens.
Yep.
クリス君に
It's like high
これ
school
ま
all
で我
over
々が
again.
行った実験について説明してやりたまえ。
Actually, in elementary school, my music teacher basically had a whole day where we had to bully each other. Cause
Hell yeah, dude.
Because it was he found things that rhymed with our names and put it to music and had us repeat it. So mine was like Carson went to jail for arson.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not like you've heard that one before.
I mean, it was fresh back then in like grade 3.
It was fresh.
I do remember a song that he had us do. I don't know why this is so
Cars,
ingrained
cars.
into my memory, but
To jail.
it went.
Cars.
Miss Lasuke is our teacher, and she makes our learning fun. If we do not do our homework, we had better learn to run. She will hunt us down, hunt us to the ground. Miss Lasuke is our teacher, and she makes our learning fun. Don't know why I remember that. That was grade 3. That was 2001.
Hey.
If we fuse you with Kyoma, then you are Carcinoma. Aruto Janaito.
First City, Nevada.
Carson
何が
Daly.
断る
But I refuse as a JoJo reference!
Are...
On the internet, it is used frequently as a cool way to turn someone down. That was from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, said by Kishibe Rohan. In the end, I'm the one who has to explain. Along the way, I also relate the tale of my heroic deeds, which enrages Kurisu, of course, but I finally tell her everything about the bananas and the phone wave name subject to change. Kurisu doesn't ask any questions. She's quick to understand, as expected of a genius.
Genuous.
New message. It's from Mayuri. I don't have time to reply right now, so I'll just ignore it. Used to go around shouting burn and stuff. Why do you boys want fire powers? I think flower powers or plushy powers would be cuter, don't you? Carson, am I a JoJo reference? I mean, I may as well be. That's what I'm known for on the internet. I didn't realize that my legacy online would be a JoJo reference that no one caught until it became popular. I'm gonna walk up to Hirohiko Araki and be like, hey, could you sign this picture of Arena? Not your arena, my arena.
I love...
You just do. Carson's a sleeper agent of JoJo Season 10 when Araki takes an experimental stage of writing, bringing his story to the real world in some awful I wrote the murders I did plot twist. Yeah, that's the thing. In this universe, I wrote JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Hirohiko Araki is just some guy I paid. Just be a vibe. Well, my ultimate goal is to loop around and make my JoJo reference a Carson reference. Just imagine, if you will, in the future, they announce JoJo Part 7, Steel Ball Run. The lineup of voice actors. In it, Carson plays a character that looks awfully like Arena. Just imagine for a second that Arena loops back to becoming my own reference.
That'd be sick.
That is the goal. That is my long-term voice acting goal. I want to at least have an audition for JoJo Part 7. Then Carson would be a JoJo reference.
That'd be the
少
ultimate.
なくとも電磁波兵器
And then I quit
テレポ
voice
ートだ
acting, because that's all I want to do.
ら
Like you
仮
peaked.
説は捨てるべき
No, it's not even peaked, it's just like, this is the only reason I got into this. Now that I'm done, I don't know,
Alright.
be a welder or
Go
something.
over. Maybe I'll do some animation.
Yeah, I took a break in animation to be a JoJo reference, and then I went back. The lady doth protest too much.
もう一度実験してみてもいい？私もこの目で見てみたいの。
Look at this banana animation. Never mind. It's strange. It seems as though Kurisu is really enjoying herself.
Like
I'll catch you later,
Ninjago.
Shram.
Woo! Ninjago, bro.
But I
I
mean,
believe Ninjago was 12. How old is Ninjago? Like 10, 15 years old?
15 years old? That can't be right.
No, it is 2011 was when it first came out.
That's when I graduated high school.
When I came to Canada.
Oh boy. I was working at Toys R Us for 2 years at that point.
Yes.
バナナの方を
I remember going to the Lego store in Chinook Mall in Calgary to join the Lego club meeting, and Ninjago was the thing,
Oh.
the theme of the month.
Catch you later, Peps. Thanks for the drink.
Appreciate it. Feels weird to hear, yeah.
俺に指図しないでも
I know.
俺はバン
Ninjago
ド
is
サイエンティストの
11 years
お
old.
お
いいからバナナから目を
A
離さない
decade
で
and
ください
change. Just keep your eye on the bananas, Gideon.
What does this mean?
60秒経過何か変化は
ないな。
So the thing is, these guys have the aperture science method of doing science, where they just throw science at the wall to see what sticks. Kurisu here is an actual scientist, and these guys accidentally invented either teleportation or time travel or matter state change, and she's forcing them to do actual science now.
Huh.
100秒
A few moments
Sounds
after
good to me.
Kurisu's report. Look at this banana. It's gone.
Oh.
See it.
Where did it go? It happened faster than the blink of an eye.
出てきた。
An eye that blinks.
I'm at a loss for words. The phenomenon is clearly teleportation.
そっちはどうだった
Did you hear that Hasbro was downgraded by the Bank of America?
To what?
I think they dropped to a triple or like a double B like on their stock, and then their stock fell like 63%. Do you want to know what the reason was?
What's the reason?
That Bank of America downgraded Hasbro. It was because of Magic the Gathering that they saw that Hasbro was being way too greedy and printing way too much product and like completely price gouging, too much inventory, like choking game stores out of their margins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the Bank of America was like, no, we've had more product in the last 3 months than the last 20 years of Magic. I am not
Like more SKUs or
like sets, individual,
Yeah.
like SKUs, basically. It's insane.
that? I mean, good. That's regulation of the market.
Yeah, and as of like, you can ask Angel and myself too. Like, we have not touched Magic for a while. There's too much.
Yeah. Popped out
Yeah.
of existence, all in the low-end microwave. Yeah.
Low end.
104秒経過した時に
Oh, that's
消え
cool.
ちゃったいきなり本が
Look at her eyes.
Yeah. She's surprised. 104 seconds. She's quite
She played
flustered.
The Outer Wilds.
I don't think many people could remain calm after witnessing such a phenomenon.
Yeah, I hate
I
that.
could though.
テレポートなのだよ人類史上初のな
I don't think you can survive that teleportation, buddy. It makes gel bananas. You don't want to make gel boys.
瞬
Yeah.
間移動なんて
Are in front of you on that table are not a pair of gel banas?
Yobana sounds like a knockoff brand of like Dolce and Gabbana.
Dolce and Gelbana. Oh, there we go. It's a knockoff of Banana Republic, Gelbana Republic.
Man, I remember as a kid going like through the mall and like seeing the French Connection UK logo,
Mm-hmm.
which is the FC UK, right?
Yep.
And I looked at my dad and I was like, Dad. And he was like, don't.
That
It was
used
really funny.
those used to be popular in my school until they got banned because of what they were.
Yeah, because people would scratch off the C to make it look like a U,
Well,
and that's how Puckman was born.
so the reason they were banned.
Hit him with a gorilla Scott Pilgrim reference. Sorry.
The reason they were banned was because when the teachers were like, "Hey, you can't wear that to school," kids would be like, "Why?" And the teacher would be like, "You know what it says," and the kids would be like, "Yeah, FCUK. How do you pronounce that?"
Pakak? Pakak?
実際に移動したし
That's what happens when you order fried chicken. Just hear from the back.
What does that mean?
Oh, if it's fresh.
Oh, I get it.
量子テレポートかな
What does quantum teleportation mean? Quantum teleportation does not refer to actual teleportation. In 2004, Japanese researchers performed the first successful complete quantum leap experiment. Suppose we have twin particles, photons in this case, A and B. Because they are twins, they have the property of symmetry. If one exhibits upspin, the other will experience downspin. This means that observing either particle allows one to know the state of the other. This is called entanglement. In the state of an elementary particle, a photon, cannot be confirmed until observed. For the experiment, we attach data C, the information we want to teleport, to photon A. We are now observing photon A-C based on the property of symmetry. We know that, no matter how far away it may be, photon B will change to match, effectively becoming B-C. Note that photon B has not yet been observed. Afterwards, we send photon A-C's information from A's observation equipment to B's observation equipment through standard transmission. Now, observing photon B will change it to photon B-C. This process is called quantum teleportation because data C changes position instantly. However, since one step requires using standard data transmission, it is impossible for the information to exceed the speed of light. Finally, photon BC's teleported data C is actually a copy of photon AC's data C. The whereabouts of the photon C become unknown. This point differentiates quantum teleportation from actual teleportation.
Bro, have you ever played the Outer Wilds?
No, I haven't.
It has something like this is very like the idea of like quantum
Entanglement?
Quantum like observation, like observing something, like it exists in all states until it's observed, right?
Yeah.
Is so cool.
Yeah, well, because you collapse the causality by observing it.
They use it as a game mechanic where you're standing on a rock, on a quantum rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you shut off all the lights, because it's not being observed, when you turn the lights back on, you are on a completely different part of the planet.
Interesting.
Because you were part of the rock, right? Like obviously they have to in terms of a game, they have to make it so that the rock just goes in like certain like parts of the map. But I remember like looking at an empty room, turning my flashlight off, and then turning around, and then huge rock in front of me. And it was actually a jump scare. It was great. It was so like, and then when it clicks with you, great game, honestly.
あれはりょ
現実から目を背けるな
At some point
そ
in the
の目で見
future.
たものが全てだ
Hey, I'm a patron. I can influence this. Yeah, patron. That's
本
right
当
there.
に
Thanks,
テレポートな
Nightbot.
の
There we go.
結論ありきで考えるのは危険よとっかかりが欲しい他には電話レンジに関連することで気づいたこと
Phone wave name subject to change.
ああそうだ一度こいつからすごい放電が起きたお何そんな話は初耳だぞ
Oh my god, can we talk about
オカリンがいない時だったから
can we talk
な
about the anime tropes that stuck with like high schoolers and the like?
Yeah, to make them chunibyo, right?
Everyone talks about like the Naruto run and the L squat.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about the I'm going to pull my jacket to my arms, but not all the way up to my shoulders,
To be
and have it sag.
to be fair, that looks super comfy, but it's hard. Like, if you take a look at Kurisu over there, she has belts to make that work.
He actually consciously made that choice. She was like, I'm not putting my my jacket up to my shoulders today. Better secure them. It looks cool in anime, but it looks so dumb IRL.
I think IRL you can make it work, but you have to put the effort into it. If you try to do it without putting the effort into it, it looks dumb.
You have to also be hot.
So that means I should try to wear my cardigan like that.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me 1 sec.
Here's your crown, King.
Give me 1 sec, I'll get a cardigan. Let's test this.
Hey, King, you drop this. Put your crown back on and riddle me this.
Where's a good cardigan for this? Need something. There we go.
How did God make a man so handsome and smart? It's like every word you speak. It's like a work of art.
Okay, I got a cardigan. Now. There we go. It's actually staying. It's actually staying. What? Like, it is not on my shoulders at all, but it worked.
Yeah, it's because being held by your armpits, right?
No! This is a loose cardigan.
Bro. Alright, egg on my face. One whole egg on my face.
Well, no, it shouldn't work.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right?
It... I even tried to jostle it. Alright, well, I guess we've proved... Gideon, we've scientifically proven that I'm hot enough to make this work.
Narcissistic streamer. Narcissistic streamer.
放電ってどの程度
Beguiles audience. Discharge? How much?
こ
Oh,
の
you
開
should.
発室が
and
蛍光灯で
Bandicoot
照らされたように明るくなっ
Redeem
た
some
んだよ。
drinks. So,
そ
water?
れが2秒くらい続いたか
Water
な。
and non-water.
Yep. So if you have soup to drink, go drink that.
Did you see her say, like, discharge? How much?
どういう状況で起きたの
Street Fighter.
Not Steins Gate.
I had a friend who was like, I'm not like, I kind of don't want to, I'm not interested in Magic until I showed them the Street Fighter cards of like Ryu and Ken and Guile,
こ
like
いつ
as
に繋い
like
でる携帯
actual
の調整。
Magic cards.
専用のものを外
He was
し
like-
て代わりに自分の携帯を接続して、そしたらしばらくしてビリビリ。
Testing the cell phone, please.
A little bit later, Sparky.
それはいつのことだ？
昨日の昼だよ。オカリンがドクター中鉢の発表会を見に行った時、
ドクター中鉢
Okay, that sounds really creepy actually. Oh yeah.
That's right. I went to go see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday.
Oh my god. Time machine.
Time machine.
Cannot see the Magic card game since Twitter ruined it for me. Ugh, I'm sorry.
Come to think of it, he stole his time travel theory from John Titor. Maybe the current John Titor is actually Nakabachi.
Probably gonna play it up until the day I die, TBH, but I'm just not gonna buy it every like set.
ドクター中橋の発表会が中止になったと。
But how will you stay on meta?
I became free when I stopped playing constructed formats.
Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! I enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh! When I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Against other people.
It was the people.
そうその時。
Got it.
Yep.
でもオカリンは中止にもかかわらずマユシと一緒に出かけて
Do
い
what
った
I'm doing
ろ。
right now and isolate yourself from society.
I'm not even joking, man. I'm kind of worried for my like social skills because I'm so awkward at work.
I mean, you'll develop them, right? You're in a place where you're being forced to create social skills, right?
Yeah.
You should, like,
And
go
I'm
to
new,
a...
you know?
Go for coffee with your workmates.
Twitter made the point that the meta contest of every Magic battle was two wizards dueling out with their knowledge and library. Also cutting off bonus phase. That did not expect that to come at the end of that sentence.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically, in layman's terms, what you're doing in lore.
Nah. Colin, you should see my crudely drawn self. That's the embodiment of my aspirations. No, I love card games, and like each card game you learn kind of builds off another. That you're like, oh, this is like, you know, Hearts. Oh, this is like Magic. Yeah.
That would be
But-
fun. Trading cards with the crudely drawn crew on them.
Yeah. You gotta, like, with card games, since there's so many. I mean, if you want to get into them, you gotta find one that speaks to you. Like,
Yeah.
I got into Magic because of the art. You know, I have artwork on my wall right now.
And I got into
Magic
Yu-Gi-Oh!
artists.
Because I like the idea of being a huge fucking weeb. No, but legitimately, I love the vibe of Yu-Gi-Oh! I hate the scene, but I love the vibe.
Did I tell you I got into? I think I've mentioned this before on stream and to you. Like, I got into the Transformers trading card game, like right on the cusp of it being killed. By
Yeah,
the
I remember
ghosts.
that. You were so sad.
And for anyone who doesn't know, I've been playing Magic for longer, and I bought a booster box of Transformers TCG before I bought any like sealed product for Magic. That's how much I love the game.
Mm-hmm. How well it weaves knowledge of the show into the cards. That's really cool, RDF. I know that Moonstone, a VTuber that we rate a lot, is making their own card game.
Yeah. I like the idea of like there's a YouTube channel called People Make Games, and the whole spirit of it is the idea that, you know, everything that we enjoy in terms of like games and like media, these are made by people. Like, human beings had to think up a design for these things.
And
right?
people make games.
And wow! And so it's like, you know, seeing the process from Moonstone's like kind of idea of how to direct people in a way so that they play the way that he's trying to design it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Mark Rosewater is the lead designer for Magic, and like literally his first lesson of design is you cannot fight human like nature.
Mm-hmm.
So like if people try to do things in your card game that they just keep doing over and over, maybe it's time to like come back and revise or like, you know, your design.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
No, I don't remember that.
Sorry.
After all, Nakabachi's presentation wasn't cancelled the way I remember it.
What is this?
I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's. Actually, Gideon, this is the perfect time for you to jump in, because Okabe also doesn't know what's going on.
Awesome. I am Okabe. Only toyed with it. Sorry.
そういえばその時間
Years been
俺
toying
は
with the
誰に
self
メールをした
perpetuating virtual card game. Interesting. Oh, I heard RNA and thought like like
Like
DNA?
biology?
What do you want? Meta, I get it. Yeah, okay. Interesting.
But for some reason, his phone received it on July 23rd, 5 days prior.
Saratamitai, Carson.
はあれってオカリンの嘘じゃないんでないとタイムスタンプがおかしなことになるじゃん
ダメなのよ。
俺はいつも真実しか言わんというかそこまで言うなら送信履歴を見せてやる
I mean, when he traveled through time, did his phone update? But
Kolnick, if you like the idea of card games but like don't want to learn too many, I've heard Card Wars from Adventure Time is a good time.
it should be there, but it isn't.
I will have to try that. I should probably play the games before I recommend them.
Just like the banana inside the phone wave name subject to change.
I love that name
なぜ
subject.
ないんだ。俺は確かに送ったぞ。昼の1時前には。
あ、まさにその時間だよ。放電現象が起きたのは入り友が終わる直前だったからな。
Suddenly, a flash of inspiration strikes, and Aatrox is playing Splatoon 3.
That's it.
そういうことだったのか。
I'm gonna play Splatoon.
何？
Card Wars Works is basically nonsense on the show, but I never got around to playing it. Yeah, when you have a fictional card game that your players play, like your show plays for 30 seconds.
You gotta make it work.
You have to kind of make
ああ、
the
これは
rules.
オカリンのい
It's
つもの
called
癖だから
top-down
あん
design.
ま気にしない方がいい
You
よ
have
マ
like
ジ
the
で。
themes and then
頑
build
張れ。
around it. I flooped the
気
dog.
づいた。気づいてしまったのだ。俺が送ったメールの不可思議な現象と放電が起きたことにはズバリ
What must it be?
You know what I didn't
何
realize?
か関係
personally?
がある。
Like, visual novels are probably a really good way of like shadowing for Japanese.
How so?
Like you hear the line and then you say it, you know, to like,
Yeah,
get used to the speed and also your pronunciation.
that absolutely. Though it depends on the visual novel, because you might pick up bad habits.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like if your protagonist is a big ore energy.
I don't think you're trying to memorize lines though. I'm just trying to.
No, but if their manner of speaking is unnatural, you
Ah.
might not be able to gauge that.
Sure.
So if they're acting like a wacky Japanese protagonist and you pick up those habits, even though you're not necessarily doing the
Okay.
language, it's the manner of speaking that you're
Only
picking up.
do it if you're an intermediate student. Not beginners. Do it the way that you've been doing it.
This ain't beginner shit.
RPGs like Pokemon and their youth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, that's part
Look
of
at
the
his
reason.
face.
That's part of the reason I like doing these RPGs and visual novels on the stream, because it forces me to practice voice acting.
Honestly, like yeah, I think us too. We, you know, like compared to about a year ago, I think our like speaking and like you know, improv and pretending has improved.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. That'll be $500. My bill.
で
は
何か関係があるのは分かった
De?
で何かって何
De?
Nani? Oh boy, those nani cut, nani cut.
Whatever. I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomenon, it should bring us closer to understanding the timestamp mystery.
Wait, yandere
誰
girl.
放電現象が起きた時の電話レンジカッコ仮の状態を教えろ。
New
結
SV.
構無
What
茶
is
な状態
SV?
にしてたんだよ
Scarlet
な。自分の携帯を電話レンジにつなげて、
Oh,
デ
Pokemon.
ケロッパで操作可能かどうかテス
Yeah,
トしてた。
there's a character that wants you to only fight her and no one else.
Aw. Oh.
What do you miss? Gideon talking about card games. We didn't move too far in the plot while you were gone, Bandicoot.
Purple. Who? What's their name?
Nimona.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I was there for that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she's just passionate.
唐揚げ食べようっとジューシ
This
ー唐揚
artwork
げ
is
ナンバ
so mean.
Juicy chicken number one. Oh man,
Although
I kind
it
of
is
want
funny.
juicy chicken.
It is funny to imagine like
あーお腹すいたお オカリ
Oh,
バ
it's
ナナ買っ
her.
といてくれた
Yeah, it's she.
ねえ
Who's her
Okari.
voice actress?
I don't know.
It sounds like the girl who sang Red Eye Circulation.
あれれお客さんまゆしーですよろしくね
Aww.
マキシェです。ラボメンになったみたいです。
Trevor just
Did you see
busted.
Carson's, or Carson, did you see Trevor's
この
thing?
ラボメン
Yeah, Trevor just busted an adult trying to steal Pokemon. Sorry, not Pokemon, trying to steal Play-Doh.
Worse.
Out of a can of Play-Doh. What the fuck?
10 out of 10, bro. Good influence for your children.
Yep. Yeah, I guess the dude tried to open a can of Play-Doh and take the Play-Doh out of the can of Play-Doh and steal it.
If it is for your children, I'm sorry, man. Come on.
She's a kid. She's sort of like the childhood friend who yeah, I would say that Okabe treats Mayuri as a kid sister.
Yeah, there's no... I've never gotten any, like...
Romantic vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the option of doing that in this game, though.
Persona reference?
ゲルバナになってるよ
I don't think you can do that with Nanako, so no.
Geru banana?
Gerubana.
実験に使わせてもらったの。
The Play-Doh. Yeah, imagine like a little thing of Play-Doh. You open the lid and you reach in and you grab the contents and you put the lid back on and put it back on the shelf. But you keep the contents.
You know, like a criminal.
これまゆしーのなのに
Oh, we ruined her bananas. Also, she has like really rock-lee bushy eyebrows.
Sheesh.
マユシーさん、お金は後で払うよ。そこの法務員さんが。
なぜ俺なのだ。
もうどうしてい
Oh my
つ
gosh.
もまゆしーの食べ物で実験する
Were you
の
thrown off guard by the wah?
Nah, that really, that's too... That's too quick.
Take the Play-Doh out, put the drugs in, let the store sell the product. Holy shit.
And then like report them to the police saying, hey, they're selling drugs.
Can't just wander off with that, right? If you put Play-Doh in anything besides the thing it comes in, your Play-Doh is ruined.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
You just imagine a kid getting the empty Play-Doh and being disappointed. Right? People are dumb. And
Yeah,
they suck. Mayuri's complaint falls on deaf ears. This is all to reign victorious against the organization.
Excuse me.
誰？ペケロッパでどんな操作を？
さっき言った通りメールの着信設定の調整だって。遠隔操作のためのメールを受け取った時のモニタリング用でさ。だから同時に120秒の冷凍機能を使ってた。
Is that bitter melon on the table? We'll have to check when the shot changes.
PC からでも冷凍機能を起動できるようにしてやんだよね。昨日はそのテストもしてたんだ。
Daru explains what everything on the computer monitor means. Thank you. Doesn't look that different from using DOS. DOS, short for Disk Operating System, an early 16-bit operating system. Also, Pokemon updated. Maybe the stability is going to be better.
All right, time to play Pokemon.
Well, only Violet updated.
Weird.
Scarlet still has... Oh, Violet also has some time. Look at them staring at each other.
Menacingly.
Mayuri's on Miraidon's side. I mean, Kurisu. What's ugh?
Sorry, I was scrolling through. Normally, Magic doesn't draw worms, but they did this time.
Oof.
It looks awesome, but it's so gross.
Did I see the new evilness that Nintendo did? What
Same context.
with
Watch out.
I thought it was Panda weaponizing Nintendo's evil.
Also, that thing with Nintendo, like, taking
Ready?
down those Smash
ジュー
events
シー唐揚げナンバーワンを電話レンジカッコ仮の中へ
after people have already paid.
Well, so I guess it was also the work of another Smash event trying to prevent other Smash events from happening.
Yeah, people planned for like a year. They lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. That might be hyperbole. I don't know, but it's just like the intention that Nintendo was just like working with them, and then suddenly was like, yeah, shut down.
Yeah,
like, what?
That's gross.
I
mean,
that game that all your peoples enjoyed. What if you didn't organize any tournaments around it?
like the one thing that I get is when they were using Slippy with Melee, where you had to use a ROM in order to do it. Don't advertise that shit.
Oh yeah.
That was completely on them for being vocal about what was going on, because that was just asking Nintendo to say, listen, you're telling people to pirate our games.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. That being said, doesn't excuse Nintendo from being a really not great company that makes great games.
It would be nice if they just gave them like a heads up if they really wanted to shut this thing down, instead of a cease and desist and like, if you don't do this, you will go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Juicy chicken #1.
Yeah. Don't do it, Mayuri.
みんなも唐揚げ食べる？一個ずつ
No!
あげてもいいよ。
We're
Not
gonna
the box.
we're gonna ruin her chicken.
Take it out of the box.
She's so generous. She's like, I bought this chicken for my lunch. Do you want some? I can give you one
Take
each.
it out of the packaging.
No.
これで放電現象が起きた時の条件が
You
再現し
wouldn't
た
put
は
a
ず
metal bowl in the microwave.
どうだったっけ？
そこに突っ立っている助手
Both are possible until we observe it. You're correct, Kolnick.
いつから私はあんたの助手になった？
いいから
I'm still wearing my cardigan like Kurisu, by the way. If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave name subject to change, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. But my assistant, Kurisu, just scowls.
私あんたのアドレス知らないわよ。
使えない助手だな
勝手に助手にすんなと言っとろうが。
ダルお前の携帯からメールを
あ、おう、なんて？
適当でいい
Don't put him on the
クリステ
spot
ィー
like
ナは
that.
変態これで送れ
Send Christina's a perv.
変態禁止って言っただろ。
じゃあ間を取ってオカリンは変態。
That's a good compromise, I agree.
この裏切り者め
橋田さん、
Fucking Uragiri Mono.
Uragiri, yeah.
メール送信するぜ。
Send a deep fried meme like the kids do.
もしかしてこの唐揚げも
I hate to tell you, Mayuri, but we are. I hate that we're doing this to her. She doesn't
Say
deserve
goodbye
it.
to your chicken, idiot.
そういうことだ
はいはーい。送信するよ。ポチッとな。
Soshin.
Then, unable to wait, Mayuri slips past me and tries to open the phone wave name subject to change his door.
Wait,
No!
what
Don't
Akira
open the
Mayuri.
devil core!
およ。
opened the devil cord, bro.
I don't think that chicken is gonna be okay.
放電してる
It- Electricity freaks me out, man.
It's...
It's what?
At least Mayuri's okay.
No chicken ever's been
けど
better.
なんか
Yep.
なんとか
Experiment.
2秒どころか
My
もっと長い時
my
間
disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is
お
ruined.
かえり
These chicken strips.
何が起きたのか
大丈夫かやけど
To
と
be
かしてない
fair,
か
using Mayuri's chicken instead of a banana kinda had it coming.
Does that mean the chicken will be
な
alive?
もう痛くないから平気だと思うけど
I think my tendies are cold. My experiment is ruined. The chicken might be frozen. Have you ever had a banana in the microwave? Goes nutty. I don't like bananas, so no. I haven't eaten a banana. Fuck.
This is the worst villain reveal.
I want to say I'm 29. The last time that I've eaten a banana might not have been within 2 decades.
They're the easiest fruits.
Whew, well, that was something.
It's a chicken.
ちょっとこれ見て
Kurisu's voice is strained. The smoke that filled the room finally dissipated, making the entire development room visible once more.
なんぞこれどうなっていくら電子レンジでも床に穴を開けるほど重くはないっしょ
They created a
放
black
電
hole.
現象だけじゃこうはならないそれ以外の現象が
You might not be wrong.
The strong force.
眉氏の唐揚げがひどいことになってる件について
あー黒焦げだ眉毛の唐揚げ
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンは偉大な実験の成功のため尊い犠牲となったのだ
No, Okabe, you have to buy her new chicken.
不幸になろうではないか
Well, your microwave's blue wave hit with the sun's red wave, so now you have to go back in time to become your own grandfather.
Sorry, I wasn't in the chat. I was like, what do you mean microwave?
Yeah, microwave. It's when you make a microwave on the Me channel.
Yeah, instead of the normal theme, it's just.
As I said that, my eyes settled on my cell phone. That's right! I was doing an experiment!
The chicken texted me.
My heart pounding, I detached my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it, it still works. I bring up the list of received emails. New mails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. The topmost email isn't the one that Daru sent before the discharge occurred. This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through my email history, and there, finally, I find it.
Ocarina wa H? Don't worry, we make grammar mistakes literally every week.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes us funny.
That's
It's
right.
one of my 3 crutches.
That chicken made a noble sacrifice, Bandicoot. I am mad scientist. So cool. Son of a
So
bitch.
angry.
Success. I don't know why, but it was a success. The timestamp proves it.
What happened?
I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago.
Oh, that's sick.
So what ended up happening was daughter sent the email through the phone wave name subject to change, and it arrived 5 days ago.
Cool.
This is the same exact thing that happened to my Someone Stabbed Kurisu email. A mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration.
全てがつながる一連の出来事が見せ唯一無二の答えこの電話レンジカッコ仮に隠された機能の真実それが見えた直感というよりそうこれは確信
教えて。なんだっていうの。
I feel my lips twist into a grin.
溶けかけた唐揚げは冷凍状態に戻っ
18.
房からちぎられたバナナは房へと戻った
The chicken returned to its frozen state. The plucked banana returned to the bunch.
メールは過去へと
The email returned to the past.
まさか。
Kurisu seems to get it now. As expected of my genius assistant.
そのまさか
This is the choice of Steins Gate.
He said it.
電話レンジカッコ仮は
Kakokari.
タイムマシンだ
I get it. Time machine da.
Time machine da.
More like time to shinda. Alright,
Arito Janaito.
That was the most. That was the most.
All right, so
Explain the
after Gideon says that, let's finish here. Thank you very much, everyone. Don't want to live in a.
Going to Stein all over the place.
Anyways, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm loving Steins Gate so far. I mean, I've 100%ed it, but I love sharing it with everyone. Let's see, what's going on? Tomorrow we might have a watch party. My play tomorrow has been canceled because people have COVID, including me. Yeah, no, the reason I found out I had COVID was because apparently a couple of people in the play had it, so I just tested myself on a whim, and it came up positive, so...
And then you saved a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
God
you
for
guys
me.
should probably test.
I sent it in my school chat, and a couple of people are testing positive, so... You're right, I did. Thanks, Bandicoot. My symptoms are really mild. I just have, like, a cough that actually hadn't happened throughout the entirety of the stream. And, my sense of taste and smell are gone.
Permanently?
No. Just, I mean, now that you've spoken it, it's gonna go into reality, so thanks for that, but,
You're welcome.
anyways, you want to experience it during the stream? Ah, Kolnik, I'm glad that you enjoy it. Sometimes it takes months to come back. Oof. How am I feeling for Sunday? We are proceeding on Sunday with Ace Attorney. If I can make...
Okay. Sunday
Yeah.
is Ace Attorney.
So, yeah, Sunday we're doing Ace Attorney. I'd say we should do Jackbox, but we skipped last week's Ace Attorney, so we'll save Jackbox for another day.
Unless the audience really, really wants it.
Nah, my word's law. Anyways, we're rating Sprig. Sorry to dismiss that so casually. I thought it would be funny.
That's comedy.
Anyways, we're rating Sprig. If you don't know who Sprig is, you're about to find out.
Why? How do you not know Sprig at this point?
Yeah. Which is funny because we really don't interact with Sprig outside of the stream.
It's a victim of comedy. Damn.
Anyways, Kobold Sprig is a fun person. I hope to do a collab with them at some point. Give them a big old shark attack, and we'll catch you later. See ya!